Foolish mortals to the Nightmare Lounge. Tonight's tale of terror is one from an age of horror long since forgotten. This tale brings us back to the swamplands of Florida and will leave you with a feeling of dread anytime you feel like visiting this vacation state. Beware what lurks out there in the dark, because one day you just might find what lurks in the swamp. They say don't go out into the swamps alone, especially at night, or else the gollywomp will get you. At least, that's what my ma and pa always used to say. They always told me there was something worse out there, far more dangerous than any other critter lurking out in that old lagoon. Of course, their old nonsense never stopped me from setting foot out in that bog. Me and my brothers always used to go out into the dense marshes of western Florida to go fishing. Never once did we see anything too dangerous, not even a gator. These waters were calm and peaceful. At least that's what I used to think until I came across something. Something so impossible, I never thought I'd live to tell the tale. I went out into the bayou one Saturday afternoon with my brothers to do our usual fishing, planning on bringing back something delicious, turn it into gumbo. We knew it had been getting later on in the day, and that we should turn back home. But I told them, come on, let's keep going. We've almost got enough to eat. We continued until it began getting dark, and that was usually about the time where you would see these gators lurking about. We heard splashing in the nearby waters and turned our flashlights to see what the ruckus was. Something had been in the water with us, and it was something big. I could feel the sweat dropping down my skin as my thoughts began to race. The fear in my heart grew larger, and a few minutes later, things went quiet again. So I turned back to start the boat's engine. The minute I turned my back, there was a huge splash behind me. One of my brothers screamed in horror, and the other yelled, "Gollywomp! Gollywomp! It's the gollywomp! Get us out of here!" I turned to see what they had seen, and to my terror, there he stood, the gollywomp of Black Lagoon Creek. He was tall, muscular creature, scaly-skinned and glowing yellow eyes. His mouth was full of razor-sharp fangs, and he looked to be some sort of humanoid fish monster. I raced to get the engine going as the creature began moving towards us. I got the engine started up just as he was almost upon us, and we stormed out of that swamp faster than you could say gollywomp. What we saw that day terrifies me to this very day, and I wonder if that gollywomp is still out there, lurking in the swamp.
My, wasn't that something to behold? The next time you think about going out into the swamps, ask yourself this. Are you brave enough to face what lurks in the swamp? Have a good night, and beware what lurks in the dark.